Good morning, students. Now let us enter into today's class. The previous classes we have learned the microorganisms, the different categories, and the useful microorganisms also. They are very useful to us. They help in the commercial purposes, medicinal purposes, agricultural purposes, and environmental purposes. Today we are going to learn about the harmful microorganisms. That means the dangerous microorganisms which causes diseases. Okay, so microorganisms cause diseases in human beings, animals, and plants, and they spoil the food also. Now let us discuss about these dangerous microorganisms. See, we all know what is this coronavirus. Is it dangerous or useful? Yes, it is a very, very dangerous microorganism. That is what we are very afraid on this microorganism, and we are at home safely, isn't it? Okay. These microorganisms, not only this coronavirus, many other microorganisms are causing so many diseases. These disease-causing microorganisms are called pathogens. So what are pathogens? The microorganisms that cause diseases in human beings, animals, and plants are called pathogens. All microorganisms are not pathogens. Only the disease-causing microorganisms are called pathogens. And in human beings, how these microorganisms enter, or how these microorganisms are transmitted to human beings. They enter into our body through air, water, and food. Okay. Dirty water, unclean and spoiled food also contain pathogens. And when the healthy person consumes unclean water or spoiled food, these pathogens enter into our body and cause so many diseases to the healthy person. For example, when a person is suffering from common cold, and when he sneezes or cough, the pathogens released into the air, and when we inhale that air, the microorganisms or the pathogens enter into the healthy person while breathing. That is what nowadays we are using mask, isn't it? So when the affected person sneezes, the pathogens spread into the air, and when we breathe that air, automatically we also will be affected by that particular disease. Okay. Then these pathogens can also spread from an affected or infected person to the healthy person through insects such as mosquitoes and housefly. The Anopheles mosquito and the Aedes mosquito, and also the housefly or the carrier, they carry the pathogens and spread the disease to the healthy person from the affected person. For example, when a female Anopheles mosquito bites a person who is suffering from malaria, it sucks the pathogens along with the blood. When the same mosquito bites the healthy person, the pathogens enter into the healthy person's body and cause the particular disease called malaria. Like that, the housefly. When the housefly sits on the garbage, and again when it sits on the garbage and stick the pathogens into its body, and again the same fly transmit these pathogens to food items. when it sits on them. Okay, and when the person eats these food items, the pathogens enter into the body and cause diseases. And insects such as mosquitoes and housefly, when they transmit the pathogens from an infected person to the healthy one, they are known as carriers. So here the pathogens are the mosquitoes and housefly are the carriers because they carry the pathogens from the infected person to the healthy person. So they are called the carriers. And the diseases that can spread from one person to another person are called communicable diseases. The diseases that can spread from one person to another person are called communicable diseases. Now let us see some common communicable diseases in humans and the modes of transmission, causative pathogens, and the preventive measures. First one is malaria. This malaria is caused by the protozoan called Plasmodium, and this is how it transmits from one person to another person is the bite of female Anopheles mosquito. When the female Anopheles mosquito bites the affected person and sucks the blood, and again the same mosquito bite the healthy person, that disease will be affected to the healthy person also. And what are the preventive measures? Don't allow the mosquitoes to thrive or to live in the locality, and use mosquito nets and repellents. So by using the mosquito nets and repellents, we can prevent these mosquitoes. Second one is cholera. It transmits through contaminated food and water, and the pathogen is bacterium. Name of the bacterium is Vibrio cholerae. Vibrio cholerae is the pathogen. And preventive measures, how to prevent? Maintain proper sanitation practices, drink boiled water, and avoid consumption of uncovered food. So don't eat the uncovered food. Next is typhoid. It is transmitted through contaminated food. Contaminated means dirty food. And the causative pathogen is bacterium Salmonella typhi. Salmonella typhi is the name of the pathogen. And preventive measures: maintain proper sanitation, avoid consumption of uncovered and uncleaned food. Okay. Then tuberculosis. It is transmitted through air, and the pathogen is bacterium called Mycobacterium tuberculosis. Mycobacterium tuberculosis. And the preventive measure is vaccination. For children, we can give vaccine. And the German physician called Robert Koch discovered the bacteria that cause tuberculosis and cholera. So he is the physician, German physician, and he discovered the bacteria that caused tuberculosis as well as cholera. Next disease is ringworm. This is transmitted through direct contact with the infected person. If the affected person's body or any other parts touch with the healthy person, the healthy person also get that disease. And it is caused by fungi. Name of the fungi is Trichophyton, Microsporum, and Epidermophyton. Next is common cold. It is transmitted through air, and the disease causing pathogen is rhinovirus. It is a viral disease, rhinovirus. And preventive measures: washing hands regularly, avoid close contact with people having common cold. Next is poliomyelitis. Poliomyelitis, and it is transmitted through air and water. The disease causing pathogen is poliovirus. Poliovirus is the disease causing organism. And how to prevent? By vaccination. So by injecting vaccines, you can poliovirus can be prevented. Next is chickenpox. It is caused by the virus called varicella, and it is transmitted through air and physical contact with the infected person. And proper vaccination prevent this chickenpox. So these are the common communicable diseases in human beings. Next, we'll see the common diseases seen in animals by pathogens. First one is foot and mouth disease. It is transmitted the contact with the diseased animals and through air, affected in cattle, and the pathogen is virus. So foot and mouth disease is caused by the virus and it affects the cattle. Rinderpest, this is the viral disease. It transmits through air and drinking contaminated water and the contact with the diseased animals. Third one is anthrax. It is caused by the bacterium in grazing animals, okay, cattle. And how this disease is transmitted is by grazing. The last one is fin rot disease. This disease is caused by the bacterium and fungi, and the animals which are affected by this disease is fish. And the transmission of the pathogen is by dirty water or injuries. Next is the disease, plant diseases. First one is citrus canker. It is a disease seen in citrus fruits like lemon, and this disease is caused by the pathogen called bacterium through air. Second one is apple scab. The disease causing organism is fungi and it is transmitted through air. And this disease is seen in apple fruits. Third one is rust of wheat. The microorganism which caused disease in wheat is fungi, and the disease is transmitted through air. The last one is loose smut, and it is a fungal disease transmitted through air, and the plant which is affected this fungi is corn. Okay students, the remaining portion we will see in the next class. Thank you.